All right, y'all. So I went down the TikTok rabbit hole, and all over TikTok, they're saying that Chrisean JR is legally blind in both eyes. Now they're saying that family members, as well as Carlisa, came out and said that. But let me tell you something. First of all, I'm not going to believe anything until I hear it out of Chrisean's mouth. Period. Period. And is she the most trustworthy person? No, she's not. But still, they are not around that baby enough to know what's going on with that baby. So I said what I said. But what I will say is we all saw how she was living her life while she was pregnant with that baby. And ever since he was born, people have been saying something is not right. He's not reaching his milestones. He doesn't look, like he's just developing as a typical baby would, although all babies develop at their own pace. There's just certain things that we see and that we recognize in him. Now, as somebody who has a disabled child in her family, who was treated no different than any of the other children, and who had a strong grandmother that was literally caregiving for him, and he's not verbal all the way. I mean, he understands and he can say certain words, but he can't hold a conversation. I leave it in God's hands. Nobody knows what this baby is going to do or be in the future. So don't put all this negative energy into saying what he is, what he has, whether it's alcohol fetal syndrome, whether he's blind, whether he's autistic, whatever the case may be. Don't put any of that on that baby because we don't know. Again, until she comes out and says, this, and this is wrong with my child, I'm not going to believe any of that. But she definitely needs help. That baby needs somebody in its corner that is going to be there and make sure that he is well taken care of, whatever that looks like, so that he has a quality of life. That's all we want for our children, to be able to live well, to do things that they want to do, to be happy, to be healthy. So I prayed that over that baby. And again, I don't know where this information is coming from. Like I said, they're saying certain family members. But again, Carlisa don't know nothing. All she does is run her freaking mouth, okay? She wasn't even the one to care for her grandchild when that girl got locked up. So I don't want to hear anything she has to say. I don't take anything she says with a grain of freaking salt. And that's just on that. And also, I pray because Chrisean is in church and that she's trying, hopefully, to live right. I pray that she gets it together. Also, since news broke that her ex-boyfriend was murdered in Baltimore, I just want to say, rest in peace. I hope he died, with some answers. Okay? She posted a paternity test for Chrisean JR with Blueface, and they're saying that's the one she did for Zeus Network. I don't know. At this point now, it is kind of irrelevant unless his mother wants to pick up where he left off. But I just hope that that was not that man's child and that he died never getting a chance to know his son. Sometimes you'd be like, oh, he looks like he looks just like his mother. There is nothing of Blueface anywhere in that baby. So that's not, and not saying that that's, means that he's not the father. It's just saying that he looks like his mother. So again, I pray that Ronnie is able to rest in peace. I pray that he, maybe if he did do it for clout, in his heart of hearts, that he knows that that wasn't his child and he was just, doing it for the gram or whatever the case. But anyway, she needs to get her life together. That baby is dependent on her. And if he's to ever have any type of quality of life, listen, being blind is not the end all be all, okay? Yes, it's a tragedy, but Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, okay, there's plenty of blind people who went on to have amazing lives, amazing careers, so if he is, and again, I don't want to attach that to his name. And like I said, God has the final say, but she needs to get it together. She was absolutely doing just way too much. And she's talking about, oh, Jaden is doing this for clout and she's a nobody and she's boring and blah, blah, blah. You did a lot of shit for clout. You getting pregnant and acting the way you were acting was for clout. And now look, sometimes karma doesn't spin on you. Sometimes it spins on the ones closest to you.
Yeah, it's true. Ask about it. Ask.
It's a trip. But I ain't one to gossip, so if anyone asks you, you ain't heard it from me. No, you haven't.